Hello, vinyl community and Rolling Stones fans. This is what I consider the 20 greatest Rolling Stones songs. Some of you may have different opinions, and you can leave your comments down in the comment section or do your own video as well. And this video is basically a response to a video done by Glen Kellaway in the basement, in which he picked his favorite 20 Rolling Stones songs, which was in essence a response to Shannon D, who did a video on her 20 favorite Led Zeppelin songs. But I'm sticking with the Rolling Stones on this one. And my history with Rolling Stones was I've always been a fan. People used to say Stones or Beatles, who do you pick? Of course, being me, I used to always say, well, what about the Who? But that was just me. But I do love the Stones and the Beatles as well. And I've only seen the Rolling Stones once in concert, and that was in 1975 at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. And it was called the Tour of the Americas, and they were promoting, also called the Made in the Shade Tour, because they were promoting this hits package they had put together called Made in the Shade. For 1975. The opening band was the Eagles, and it was a very good concert. Anyway, might as well get right into my list, and I'm going to use some CDs and some albums because I don't have all of my Stones in album form, which I need to work on, I know, but it's good for right now. So the first one is number 20, Jumpin' Jack Flash. That was a single only, and it was on Through the Past Darkly. Where's the best way to see this? Right there. Anyway, Through the Past Darkly. That has a great riff by Keith on that one. Love the maracas. Really badass vocals by Mick. But wonderful song, number 20. Is a Jumpin' Jack Flash. I've got it on Through the Past Darkly, as it was just a single only. Number 19, from what I think is the best Rolling Stones album, and that's through Exile on Main Street, and it's the song Loving Cup, which I have to get my glasses on this one, which is number 9 on here, Loving Cup. And great Nicky Hopkins piano on that one. Real soulful vocal by Mick. And I guess Mick kind of stopped doing this in concert, but in 2003 he was convinced to start doing it again, and I think in later tours they've been doing that song. But Loving Cup, wonderful song off Exile. Number 18, Painted Black, which was on the U.S. version of Aftermath, which I do not have that one. But I do have, it is also on the Through the Past Darkly, Painted Black, the opening track on there. But it's kind of an exotic melody, and love the sitar with Brian Jones. But Painted Black is number 18. Number 17 is Out of Our Heads, and it's The Last Time on there. And it kind of borrowed a little bit from the Staple Singers, because they had a song where the chorus was "This May Be the Last Time." I don't know if the Stones heard that and thought that would be a good title, but it's a wonderful song, and even the Who even recorded it, so it must have been good. Okay, number 16. It's going to be off the Some Girls album. It's a wonderful Beast of Burden. Kind of pushing a kind of a attitude, a sarcastic attitude, maybe. You know, I won't be your beast of burden. Kind of has an R&B vibe, like the Staple Singer songs. I'll Take You There. I don't know. It kind of has that easygoing R&B vibe, and I just love that song, Beast of Burden, which was my number 16. Number 15 was another one that was a single only, and that is Honky Tonk Woman, which is there. Honky Tonk Woman, love the opening cowbell, which was played by producer Jimmy Miller. And, you know, Mick, I guess, said he knew it was going to be a big hit. But it's really a great rocker, and of course everybody knows Honky Tonk Woman, but it's from the opening cowbell, just a really good rocker for them. Number 14 is the song Sweet Virginia, off Exile, number 6 on Exile, which was a really great version. I heard there was a great version on Stripped, and I think it really made me appreciate that song even more. Even Jerry Lee Lewis did a version recently, and I think Keith Richards played on it with him, I'm not sure which one of them played on it with him, but he changed it to take the shine right off your shoes instead of what the Rolling Stone version said, but really great country influenced song in Sweet Virginia. Number 13 is the song Get Off My Cloud, which was another single. It was put on December's Children and Everybody's, but I do not have that one, but I have it on this cheap K-Tel version of Get Off My Cloud right there. But yeah, Get Off My Cloud. It's kind of a Quit Bothering Me song, and Charlie Watts really shines on this one. But that's my number 13, which goes to my number 12. And my number 12 is the great ballad of Sticky Fingers, and it's Wild Horses, which was the third one on here. Love Mick singing on this one. Mick Taylor on acoustic guitar. Keith was on the 12-string electric guitar. But, you know, Wild Horse is just a beautiful, beautiful ballad. Number 11 is the song Out of Time. And I first heard this song, well, really what made me pay attention to it was in the movie Coming Home with John Voight and Jane Fonda, where he comes home from Vietnam, and they use this song and it called Out of Time in there. And I guess, you know, I had to get that song. Well, I was in a record store, and I came across this album, Metamorphosis, which I guess they just did a record store day recently on it. But this is my old copy with Out of Time on here. And I bought this album, but it didn't sound the same. It was, you know, it was a different version than in the movie, because the one in the movie was off off Aftermath. And I guess later on, they put it on here with added strings. And I've come to like this version more, I think. And actually, Quentin Tarantino and Once Upon a Time in America use this version in that movie. But Out of Time, wonderful song. I like the one with the strings, but both versions are very good. Number 10 Do Heartbreaker from Goat's Head Soup. Oh, there's the album. It's not listed on there, but if I find it here. Number 4 on there. Do Heartbreaker. Great rocker. Love the horns in that. Great Mick Taylor guitar. Kind of rough and funky rocker. Heartbreaker. That's my number 10. Number 9 from Let It Bleed is You Can't Always Get What You Want, which was from the London Bach Choir that opens it up. It was just a wonderful, something that was kind of unlike you hadn't heard before, where they used the choir like that, and Al Cooper on piano, and he played French horn, which I guess he didn't really know French horn that well, but he played it on this album, on this song. And one of the backup singers was Doris Troy, who did the song Just One Look. But when I did see him in concert, they did play this song, and it's been kind of a concert staple where they almost always play You Can't Always Get What You Want. And it's a great song. Some think it's overplayed, but I still love that song. Number 8, also off here, and some people's number 1. I think Rolling Stone had it as the highest Rolling Stone song. That's GimMe Shelter, which I do love, but I just have some other songs I like more. It's one of the best album openers, and it's a song that just kind of builds from the beginning. It has the great Mary Clayton as a background vocals or singing with Mick. Just a fantastic song. And GimMe Shelter. And number 7, it's going to be from Out of Our Heads as well. And it's the song Satisfaction, which along with Johnny B. Good and this song are probably the two most famous guitar riffs in all of rock, with Keith doing a wonderful guitar riff on that song. And number 6 is the hypnotic track Sympathy for the Devil off Beggar's Banquet, the opening track, wonderful opening track. Kind of has the great Rocky Dijon playing the congas and building on the song with Nicky Hopkins on piano. And it's Mick singing as the devil and chastising the masses for their naivete. Is that a word? In being so naive, I guess I want to say. But wonderful song, Sympathy for the Devil. We all know it. Great Mick singing on that is wonderful. And that is my number 6. Number 5 is another song off Goat's Head Soup, and that's going to be Angie, last song on the first side. A wonderful ballad. Mick singing is wonderful on that one. Piano by Nicky Hopkins. I guess it was written mostly by Keith. I guess I always think of that song. I had a couple girlfriends, and they were both like 2 in a row, and they were both named Angie. It wasn't a requirement, but I don't know. It reminds me of those times, and Angie's kind of a special song for me. And number 4 is off Sticky Fingers, and it's the song Dead Flowers, And what made me really appreciate that song is the movie The Big Lebowski with Jeff Bridges, the Coen Brothers film. I remember watching that film, and Townes Van Zandt does a version of Dead Flowers, and I kept thinking, man, that is a great song. And I guess I went back to hear the Rolling Stones version, which I like even more. But I love both versions. But it's just a great song. And I guess they had trouble acquiring the rights to that song from the Rolling Stones manager. And I guess they showed them some of the movie, and I guess the scene where Jeff Bridges says, "I hate the effing Eagles," and then I guess their manager said they could have the song for free or whatever to use the Townes Van Zandt version of the song. But just kind of funny because the Eagles, the Hotel California by the Gypsy Kings, is in that movie. So I don't know if the Eagles knew that scene was in the movie or not. But anyway, but I thought it was kind of funny. But love the song Dead Flowers by the Stones on Sticky Fingers. And number 3, and it's some of Mick's best singing, and Keith helps him out on it too. And I guess it's on this part. It's off Black and Blue, and it's the song Memory Motel. And I guess Glenn later said that he would have had it in his top 5, but he forgot about it, so I'm putting it in. Well, I'm not putting it in there for him because it's actually one of my favorite songs as well. But Memory Motel, just beautiful, beautiful song and arrangement, I think. And my number 2 is off Exile as well, and it's the song Shine a Light, which is a 17 on here. And that song appeared on the Stones album Stripped, which they put out, I don't know, can't remember, it was probably in the 90s, I guess. I don't remember for sure. But they have a great version of Stripped on there that, you know, made me start appreciating that song more as well. I think I still like this version the best, but wonderful version on Stripped too, which I think Stripped is a wonderful album as well. But great Mick Taylor solos on this, and just a funky, wonderful song, Shine a Light. Great vocals, great backing vocals on that. Just love that song. And which gets me to number 1. And number 1 is also off their best album. And that's Exile on Main Street. And it's the only hit off this album, actually, and that's Tumbling Dice. And I read something that the great rock critic Dave Marsh said about this song, where he said the words aren't really important, it's the music, because he said it sounded like Mick took a vow of incoherence on this album, because you can only hear phrases here and there like forever in the funk house now, and I have no idea what he's singing most of the song, but it is the music in this one. Keith Richards wailing on guitar, Nicky Hopkins on piano, Charlie Watts banging on the drums. The song just moves, and on this one it truly is the music, and it's my favorite Rolling Stones song, Tumbling Dice. At the end of Glen Kellaway's video, he also picked the 5 best Rolling Stones covers. And I'm going to do something similar, but I'm going to change it around a little bit. I'm going to do the 5 best Rolling Stones songs covered by another artist. And I won't say too much about them, I'll just show them. And my number 5 is from the Texas singer-songwriter Alejandro Escovedo, and it's his version of Sway, which was on this More Miles Than Money, a live album from 94 to 96. But it's the song Sway by Alejandro Escovedo. It's my number 5. My number 4 is from the great singer-songwriter Steve Young. Yeah, not the quarterback, but Steve Young, and this is his album, To Satisfy You. He does the Stone song, No Expectations. Really wonderful version of that. If you don't know Steve Young, he kind of has this where he extends, really enunciates a song, and he kind of extends, you know, all the words. It's just a unique style, but I would recommend Steve Young. It's my number 4. Number 3, which I had mentioned already, it's the Townes Van Zandt version of Dead Flowers, which I do love his version, off the Big Lebowski soundtrack. Number 2 is the great soulful rendition of Satisfaction. I don't know if you can see that, by Otis Redding. I have it on the complete Stax Singles box set, which is a wonderful box set. All the singles from the Stax Volt library. And my number 1, which is cheating a little bit on my number 1, because it's a song that I don't know if the Rolling Stones ever recorded themselves. It was a song called My Only Girl, back one of the early songs that they wrote. And it was changed by Gene Pitney into That Girl Belongs to Yesterday. And this song actually became the first song with a Jagger Richards credit to enter the top 100 in the Billboard charts in the US, and the first song to make the top 10 in Great Britain with a Jagger Richards songwriting credit, which you know, they would later on have a lot of hits. But yeah, by Gene Pitney, That Girl Belongs to Yesterday, which is a wonderful song. Gene Pitney is a great artist. Anyway, that's my Rolling Stones selections. I hope you enjoyed it, and everybody subscribe to Glen Kellaway's channel. That's the reason I did this video. And hope everyone is doing well, and thank you.